is December 26th. Merry Boxing Day, Happy Boxing Day, whatever you want to call it. On our way up to the lake just for Christmas with the family. We got a cottage up here, but anyway, I just want to show you guys. It's one of the only farms in the area here, but it's about, I don't know, 300 acres. They do cattle ranching and a lot of hay production, but a little bit of grain, I think, for the cattle too. I think he's got quite a few cattle in there from what I hear. So, but anyway, it's something, a rarity around here. And then you don't get into farmland until you get up around Chelmsford and the Sudbury area, and then you got to go west to like Massey, and then there's the odd cattle ranch between there. You know, small little cattle operations and that. But this little coulee here has a little bit of land over there too. Has this nice little pack of land here, so it's kind of different. So, but yeah, he's got quite a few cattle. So anyway, I'll just want to show you guys that, bring you guys back, I don't know, when we get home, or hit the ditch or freeze to death or something. It's right around 0 outside, so they're talking freezing rain, so that's nice. Just great. Just what we need to combine corn. Anyway, talk to you in a few. Well, it's the next day, 27th. Never got home till like 11 o'clock last night, but I had a good time with the family there up at the lake, so that was good. Anyway, just going to plug in the 2090 here. I gotta move it. I think Mom needs a place. Farrier's coming here in about an hour, and as you can see, conditions are not very conducive for doing hoof trimming. You don't really want to do that kind of shit on an ice rink. So I'm just gonna plug this old girl in here. I wouldn't bother, but it hasn't been started in like a month. It's just been sitting here. And that, so, but anyway, do that, and then I think I'll bring it back when we're scraping manure in the barn here. I gotta clean cows out, and then I gotta try and hook up a motor for that for unload auger out of that older bin on the far side of the yard there. So anyway, just trying to get ready for it if we ever get combining. See you in a few. Well, it's a little later in the morning here. We're just in the skid hay now here. We're gonna clean out the barn. So the way it works is I'm in the barn here. I scrape with the skid steer into the buck of the tractor, right at the edge there, and then from there, Dad takes the manure out to the field and just dumps it on the edge of the field, because right now everything's kind of right next to home here. So just trying to guide him up here. One sec. All right, so we're lining up now. So we're just scraping this into the bucket here. Now, before all you guys get all bent out of shape because I'm not doing this right or some other stupid thing, I am not a master skid steer operator, but doing the best I can. And I apologize for the loud, high-pitched noise in here. You guys that have skid steers all know that skid steers aren't the quietest piece of machinery in the world to work around. So trying to get scraped here, and then we'll pile it into the bucket. Pack it in there. Now we tip it up here. Tip it up, tip it up. Whoa. Go up. Just dump that little bit out of there. Should be good to go. Alright, get out of here, Dad. There. So anyway, it's not easy to film and do this at the same time. Just thought I'd show you a little bit. I have this is one of the only 2 John Deere pieces of machinery we own. John Deere 318D skid steer, 60 horsepower. It's, I think, a 2011 or 2013. I can't recall. It's one of the two. And then the other piece of John Deere equipment we have is a 93 John Deere 7206 board planter. So, anyway, to get a little bit more straightened up here, I'm going to need all my attention to do it because I got it all along the edges here. And I'll bring it back in a little bit. Just talk to you in a few. So I'd show you guys, that is a big load. That's more like it. I didn't get it on video because I was pushing like half the freaking manure in here, and so took all my attention. But anyway, just thought I'd show you guys that, something interesting. So but yeah, get this manure out of here. I'll bring you guys back when we get done and spread straw. So see you in a bit. There, all cleaned out, strawed, all clean. So now we're just warm out and slippery and that. And I don't know, the guy that had it before, this place before us here, he's a really smart guy. Yeah, real not smart actually. Dug this out in here. You can see there's a nice big incline. It's about a 2-3 foot difference between the outside and inside here. I never filled it back in. So yeah, try and figure that one out. But this has gotten packed down here progressively, and then now it's just when I go up it with the skid steer, if I have something on the front, that's fine. But sometimes I have to go up this hill here, or ramp or whatever, with nothing on the front. What we do is, if we got to bring straw in here, we just have the spears back here. We put a bale down from up there, pick it up, bring it in, take the spears off, just slide them off to the side there, and then we come up here to get the bucket. But when there's no weight on the front, this all the way to the back, and the front gets up, but then the back just sits there and spins. So we're gonna fix that right now. Dad's just gone with the tractor to get a load of gravel, and then hopefully that'll solve the problem. But yeah, not sure. Like it would take a lot of gravel to bring this up in here. But anyway, gonna do that, and hopefully it'll fix this problem here, and we'll go from there. So anyway, get that done, and we go have a bite to eat, and then I don't know, see what we get into next. Probably go mount that motor on the auger, unload auger on that bin, try it out, and then figure out what kind of a belt we need for that. Thinking it's probably gonna be, it's not a very big one, but it's a V belt, so I just have to figure out the length. So I know the width and the depth of the belt. So anyway, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Well, next morning, it's turned into the Amazon rainforest outside. Oh man, that's nice combining weather. Just great. Really, really great. Well, it's the next day. Well, it's the same day as the morning of that clip that I made of wet conditions and lakes out on the lawn and losing all the snow, and the fields are now a muddy mess, and it's gonna be a shit show anyway. I didn't get any more vidya yesterday when I was putting that motor on, or mounting that motor on that unload auger on our old bin there. It decided right when I started to put the motor on, it was gonna pour rain, and it poured rain the whole time I was doing it, and it stopped just when I was getting done. And I was so wet and tired, I just said, nah, screw it, I'll just show them when it's all done. So then I went looking for a belt. Of course, there's nobody open this week because it's Christmas, typical. And then the one place that was open didn't have the right size of belt. I need one that's 46 inches long, half-inch wide, and then I think the pulley groove is half an inch deep, but that isn't as critical as the width and the length. So anyway, there's my other field of corn over there I haven't touched, but I gotta wait till she freezes right tight, because that field there, it's tiled, but I don't know the ground as well, and I know there's a couple spots that are a little more dicey than the rest. So we're supposed to be getting down to minus double digits here oh gosh, not next week, but the week after, the week that we're commissioning the dryer. So that stuff's first on the chopping block before the plots and everything else at home. So anyway, but yeah, hopefully we can get that done. And I gotta call the propane guys, get the propane here, pay that on top of the carbon tax, because so Justin can go on his big vacations down to the Caribbean and Billionaire Island and all those other places. What a guy. Anyway, anyway, I'm just gonna run to town here. Home Hardware's open today here. See, they're the only place that's open. See if I can find a belt. If not, then I'm gonna have to make a run to the city, because it seems like there's the only place that has the belt. But we'll try this anyway. I gotta run and get a couple other things anyway for Mom, and then come home, and then I think I got a tie bar to modify so I can get the auger chute mounted in the old bin there. So I'll just show you when I go do it. But anyway, it's coming into town here. I'll bring you back in a little bit. Good enough. Talk to you in a few. Well, you know it's pretty darn warm out when you can see the snow just sublimating away. You see that white, like, well, fog. It's actually, it's snow is sublimating there. So it's +7 outside right now. So anyway, just great for combining, but this looks like it's gonna get pretty freaking cold here after the new year here. So anyway, I got my my belt. Found it there finally after searching all over the frickin' island for a belt. Gosh, who knew it'd be so hard to find a simple 46-inch V belt. Anyway, I'll hook that up here this afternoon here. I gotta modify that tie bar. And then, I don't know, I might try making a bracket. I gotta make a bracket for the corn planter monitor, because this past spring we didn't have time, and we just kind of zip tied and electrical taped it up into the cab, and it kind of worked, but it was kind of a pain in the ass. So, and then, so this, then this year at least it'll be something that'll be a little more, well, tidy looking, but also permanent and more sturdy as well. So, oh, we just crossed into Tacoma Township. The road's just turned to complete garbage. Oh gosh. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back when we get home, and yeah, see what kind of trouble we can get into. So talk to you in a bit. Look at that test weight just came. If only my dryer were done, we could just go combine. Stupid electricians. And Ontario Hydro, they're idiots too. Well, it's the next day. Never got videoing anything again yesterday because I had some things come up and everything else. So, but anyway, I did got a belt. And then I found out it was 4 inches too small. Because when I got this bin, just get this piece of garbage out of here. Not much sure what the heck. Oh, it's an old wasp's nest. That's nice. There was no belt came with it, so I was kind of guessing. But I found a formula online and need a 50-inch belt. So I just got to exchange it. Next time I get to town here, which will be likely tomorrow. But what I had to do was this tie bar here. Normally it has this flange on here, but there's a special tie bar with holes in it that you can, these bolt-on auger chutes attached to. Well, of course, this one was just had the flange at both ends, and then had the old style, was meant for the old style. It just kind of clipped in, and then you had the two sides that bolted directly onto the door frame. Well, what a stupid frickin' design. We had a bin down south at our old farm there. It was just like the slide-in ones with the little like cylindrical tube, but it was all solid around. Man, that was the sleekest design. This thing is just such a Mickey Mouse contraption. It's not even funny, but whatever, it's what fits this bin, so I have no choice. But anyway, so I took the grinder, I cut that flange off. See there, cut that flange off down below here. So then it was flat. As you can see, there's no flange coming up. And then I drilled out those holes, ground it down so it was level. It wasn't like sticking up and sharp and cut somebody's finger off. And then I drilled out these holes. They're not exact, but it's close enough. There's one hole there. It's not exactly drilled out. I got to drill it out a little more, but it's attached, so really don't care. Well, I do, and I don't, you know what I mean. But for the life of me, it still won't seal around the outside. So I think I need the swingers, or like the swing gates to go on the outside here, but I'm not gonna bother with that. I think I'm just going to stuff some old feed bags in there. That's what I've done before with between like panels and tie bars and the other bins that we had before, and that works just fine to seal it up. And then this panel clips on the top here. You can just, there's a swing down latch that latches to the front of the tie bar, and that seals it up just fine. And then of course here you have your unload auger that goes out there. And this bin, 19-foot bin, it's got canola floors in it. I got a 3-horse fan outside, and then I'm gonna get a propane heater that can blow heat right into the fan. And then I'm gonna blow air up through here. I'm gonna dump my corn, at least it's in there, and then we can combine some more and fill everything up again when the dryer gets fired up here in a week. So, but yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd bring you up to speed. I was gonna do this from the outside, but it's a freaking rainstorm outside right now. Freaking shit anyway. But anyway, I'll bring you guys back here when we get to the shop doing something else. But thought I'd show you that. I did get that motor mounted. I'll bring you guys back in a second here. Hang on a minute. So we're outside. It's raining out, but here's the fan. Just put some concrete blocks underneath there because I didn't like all that weight hanging off of there. So yeah, 3-horse motor. I'm gonna put a propane heater right about here, and then it'll blow hot air in there and then help take humidity out and help dry the corn down. Corn's sitting around 20 to 21% moisture, so it should air down okay, but you wouldn't want to do this with everything. I'm not putting a whole heck of a lot in there so it'll dry faster. But there's my auger and then the dryer that should have been done a long time ago, but you guys have heard me rant about that. So anyway, and here's the motor. My belt was just a tad bit too short, 4 inches too short in length. But I got a garbage bag here I'm just going to put over this so it keeps it nice. I'm going to make a metal housing here out of scrap metal. It's stainless that's left over from the dryer over there. Those ducts that go up there, there's a whole skid of it left over, so I've already used it to make a bracket for the 2188 there. So, but anyway, that's kind of what I've been up to here. So anyway, I'll bring you guys back in a minute when we get in the dry here so we're not getting soaked. So talk to you in a few. There, got everything back in the shop here. So anyway, I got the guys that came to build the dryer there this summer there, this is leftover hardware. A lot, to say the very least. This is just buckets and buckets of bolts, so I guess we'll have bolts for the next bins we build. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it. I was gonna video, well, here's the bracket I made, and then I spray painted black. Get that crap off there. We're gonna put a new light switch in the 2188. Well, we're putting 2 new LED lights. This is one of them here. This is my next job I gotta do. Here. And then there's really wide light bars Dad got for like next to nothing at PV Mart, and one of those like Moonlight Madness sales or whatever the heck they want to call them. So basically that's I'm gonna go put that on, and then but I'm gonna make that part of the next video because that's a completely separate thing. But I just want to show you all the leftover bin parts we have from the summer. And then that scrap metal, I'm not doing it right now, obviously, because it's pouring rain. I gotta get that sledge in. Look at all the scrap. Just nice. Oh, most of that's good stainless, so I'll just make my little housing thing I'm gonna make for over the motor and the belt and that out of that stuff. And then that way then it won't rust, and it'll be lighter, and it'll be a lot cheaper. So got a new hopper for the transfer auger too, because the one I had before was for a 6-inch, my old Allied that I used to have. And now I got that got a 10-inch Harvest International. I'll do equipment tour someday here once harvest is over. So, gosh, harvest in January, give me a break. But anyway, I think that's where I'm going to leave you guys here for this video. If you guys look at my whole collection of goodies, these signs here. Anyway, leave a comment. I like reading and replying to the comments. Subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Give a guy a like, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, let you guys go there. I'll talk to you on the flip side. Good enough.